With Micron Video, we will keep you up with all the Super League action, just as we have done in the previous seasons. My name's Ron Hoof, thanks for joining us. Malcolm Lane from Bradford unfortunately can't be with us this afternoon. He's suffering from a rough throat, so he's declined. So sit back and enjoy the next 80 minutes, which promise to be action-packed. The Saints now are entertaining the Bradford Bulls, as they're known, ex-Bradford Northern. The Saints side for this afternoon: Steve Prescott at full-back, a league debut for Joey Hayes at number 2, Andy Northey and Paul Loughlin in the centres, Anthony Sullivan at number 5, Scott Gibbs reverts to standoff, Tommy Martin picking up an injury in the 18 fixture at Bradford on Thursday. Bobby Golding, the Saints captain, the youngest captain in the Super League, at number 7. The front row: Fogarty, Cunningham and Perolini. The back 3: Matatea, Nickel and Joint. 4 substitutes which can be used in any way, shape or form. We still just have the 4 substitutes: Andy Haig, Phil Beavers, Ian Pickavance and Bernard Dwyer. The Bradford Bulls outfit for this afternoon: Roger Simpson at full-back. Their 3-quarter line reads Craig Moore, Robbie Paul, Paul Medley and John Scales. Neil Summers and Derek Fox, their influential scrum half and captain, is, as I say, the scrum half. Roy Powell, Tommy Hodgkinson, the ex-St Helens hooker, is number 9, along with Andy Ireland. Paul Dixon, Carl Furbank and Brian McDermott make the back 3. And their 4 substitutions are Jason Donoghue, John Hamer, Carl Hall and David Myers. The Bradford Bulls first out on the pitch. Usually the Saints that come out, but Bradford out, and the strips of the club this season reverting to as near as, damn it, the strip that they had 100 years ago. As we say, this is the Stones Bitter Centenary Championship with a £75,000 prize money at the end of the season. Steve O from Skye is, whether it's the kiss of death or not, I don't know, but he's tipped Saints to house Wigan. Wigan, who have won it for the last 6 seasons on the trot, and they had a good opener, didn't they, the other last Friday, I should say, up at Workington, 48-61. But the northern side, well, beg your pardon, the northern side, the Bradford Bulls as they're known. Brian Smith waiting to come and coach them. They've parted company with Peter Fox. Matthew Elliott is the stand-in coach at present. The Bulls out on the pitch. We're just waiting for the Saints to emerge. Bobby Golding, the captain. Here's Bobby Golding now coming out with his son, also named Bobby, 2 years of age. A big day for this young fella, along with his dad there. Young Bobby's hobbies are watching Saints videos, both home and away, and helping his dad to practice his goal kicking. There's Joey Hayes in your picture, a league debut for this lad, prolific try scorer through the academy and the Alliance sides. And young Bobby Golding there, 2 years of age, with his dad Bobby, and also Bobby's dad Bobby, that's young Bobby's granddad, had a loan spell here from Huyton in the early 70s when Saints were struggling a bit for forward power. And as I said, Bobby Golding appointed club captain. Shane Cooper gone to Widnes, he was the club captain, but a free transfer given. And there's young mascot, young Bobby and dad Bobby. They'll get him all G'd up for this afternoon's tie. Paul Loughlin just going through your picture. And we look forward to pulsating action when the Saints take on the Bradford Bulls. Injuries on Thursday to Tommy Martin and Dean Busby. Just halt Dean Busby's league debut for the Saints. The players there being introduced individually. Sonny Nickel coming on now. They've all been presented by our man on the pitch, the Manchester Evening News sponsor. Chris Joint, back from a spell with Newcastle Knights, pledged his future to the Saints, as most of the players have, for this 5 years of Super League. And it looks to be some pulsating action as we get through this centenary season, the short season, up to the end of January. Then we start, obviously included in that season is the Regal Trophy, and then included, or after the season ends at the end of January, we start the Challenge Cup competition, and let's hope that Saints do well in that competition. Obviously, the farther you progress in the Challenge Cup, the less break you have as the Super League season starts in earnest in March. 20 games this season, 10 home, 10 away, 11 teams in this truncated Super League season. Paris not amassed their side yet, but we'll be going over to Paris next season, and we look forward to it, don't we? Your referee this afternoon, David Campbell, in the black there, the ex-St Helens wingman. He played in the early 70s, and I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play alongside Bobby Golding's dad, Bobby Senior, when he had that short spell here at St Helens. So captain there, Bobby Golding, shakes hands with David Campbell. Bobby Golding Jr. does as well. Derek Fox comes over. Two wily campaigners there. Bobby Golding, Great Britain scrum half. Derek Fox also played in the Great Britain setup, but he couldn't get in as much as he'd like, with the likes of Andy Gregory, Sean Edwards ruling the roost. It looks as though the teams are going to change ends, but there we have centre field. Derek Fox, Bobby Golding, young Bobby Golding the mascot, the match day officials, two in-goal touch judges as well, and the Saints photographer there, Bernard Platt, just getting one for the album. On all televised matches we're having in-goal touch judges, this game being taken by Sky, but as I've told you before, you're with Micron, the leaders in rugby league video in the north, and we'll keep you in touch with all the action. Saints playing down to the clubhouse end in this first half. Bradford Bulls playing up to the Eddington stand. So young Bobby Golding, he goes off, and Bobby Golding Senior is ready to get us underway. David Campbell blows the whistle, and Saints are off, taken deep by Simpson. Saints moving quickly. Apollo Perolini didn't play in the friendly match at Salford, had a slight knee problem. Tackling still got to be the name of the game. Dixon comes through and quickly met there. Fogarty, Perolini in at the action. Bradford spreading it over. The ball's lost. Andy Ireland, the new recruit from Widnes. The ball being adjudged as to have been knocked forward. David Campbell indicates that. First scrum after just 45 seconds. Saints head and feed. Also redirected, the ball has to go in the tunnel, or should I say, should go in the tunnel. It's got to pass the prop's feet, and then the hooker can strike for it. For an infringement there, Bradford penalised.
BMW registration BUI 5115. That's a BMW registration BUI.
First penalty of the game. In Saints' way, Andy Haig comes on with the tee as Bobby Golding tees up the ball to hopefully get points on the board. Bradford don't have the best of luck here at Nosey Road. And as far as I'm concerned, let's hope that continues. Golding now 20 metres in from the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Composed. Practising his goal kicking throughout the close season. Gets it right. Puts it between the uprights. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Bobby Golding scores the first points for the Saints in this Super League season, or the truncated Super League season, and Saints on the way, 2-0 in the lead. Derek Fox, centre of field again. Kicks it deep. Joey Hayes wants to get that first field, doesn't he? But reception committee there of Medley and John Scales come in, bounce him to the ground. Joey won't be overawed, I should say, by this debut in the first team. Played in the Wigan Sevens, the Bernard Dwyer testimonial, also the friendly last Friday at Salford. Good work there. Scott Gibbs operating in the standoff position. Saints keeping it moving. Strong running into the Bradford half. Last tackle of this sequence of 6. Saints move it right. High kick. Bobby Golding, was he taken late? The referee has allowed play to go on. Sonny Nickel comes in and clatters Roger Simpson. Solid tackling there. Super tackled by Northey. John Scales couldn't get through, but the touch judge is on the far side, so there's been a little bit of jiggery-pokery. The referee now has the attention of the touch judge, and Paul Dixon, I beg your pardon, is just pointing over to the far side. Now whether it's for that Golding business when Golding went through, and it looked as though he'd taken a late one. The touch judge there, very good with his explanation. And David Campbell will bring a Bradford player out and just explain to him it's Captain Derek Fox pushing infringement. So another chance for Saints to get points on the board if they wish. And Bobby Golding's going to have a go for goal. As you can see, it's about 45 metres out. Just to the left of centre. As Bobby's teeing up, give a birthday mention for a staunch Saints spectator, Kate Hewitt. 29 years of age she is on the 25th of August. She doesn't mind us telling you she's 29. A regular supporter along with Bill. They stand in the centre of the paddock. So best wishes and lots of love from Bill, Kate, and also all the crew on Micron Video. That's Kate Hewitt, 29 years old on the 25th of August. Bobby Golding composing himself. Successful with one. It's on its way. It's waved to the right. Waved away, I should say, and it goes to the right, and Roger Simpson comes up with it. Quickly dispatched to the earth. Fogarty and Perolini, both props combined. Not the biggest of characters is Roger Simpson, but he certainly can operate well. Plays at standoff centre and on the wing today. Bradford there passing the ball out. Tommy Hodgkinson, he releases it. But solid tackling as Loughlin moves in with Sullivan. Dixon felt the full force of that, didn't he? Now it's Ireland. Excellent young prospect. Snapped up by Bradford from the Widnes Club. As is Tommy Hodgkinson, the ex-Saints hooker. As Powell slips it out. Bradford throwing it about there. Excellent play by Bradford. But the ball's loose. Saints come up with it. The ball's knocked forward. Will the first knock on count? Tommy Hodgkinson comes up with it. Ex-teammate Steve Prescott there. It's angled, but the first knock on is going to be given, is it? No, it isn't. It's a scrum down. It's a Bradford feed. But good handling there by Bradford as they moved it well. The Bradford Bulls operated well. Fox moves it to the right. Simpson moving up. As I said, he's a very wiry character. Operates well, links up well. Robbie Paul, forward pass, surely there. On to Carl Furbank. But Bradford still have the possession. Hodgkinson looking for the runners. Robbie Paul, is it coming through? It certainly looks like him, it is. Tommy Hod again. Fox, inside ball. Hodgkinson again involved in the action. The Saints know what he can do. He had a tough job here trying to get a regular position. He did for one spell. But then Dwyer came back, and obviously Kieran Cunningham, and he'll take some shifting, Cunningham, won't he? The ball, is it knocked back by a Saints hand? Bradford had the possession, they've lost momentum, they was all on the line, now they've been pushed back 30 metres out. McDermott professional boxer, tangles with Adam Fogarty, ex-professional boxer. And Bradford again build up the charge to the line. 10 metres short. Hodgkinson moves it to the right. Can Bradford squeeze over? Held up. Is he touched down? He's held up on his back. Dixon the man. It's going to be a scrum down. It'll be Bradford feed. Bradford putting all the pressure on there. There was nearly on the line. He touched the Saint's hand. It went back. Another six set of tackles were given by David Campbell. Then Dixon nearly got over. Held up. And Bradford have head and feed. Saints defence going to be tested. Tackling has got to be paramount. Nicol and Perolini in there. Hodgkinson operates from the acting halfback. The ball's loose. Steve Prescott has it. Second row man Carl Furbank there. Just couldn't break through. The ball knocked out of his hands. The ferocity of the tackle. And Saints come up with it. Joey Hayes scored a spectacular 60-metre try at Salford, and he's still powering away. Bursts out of 3 tackles. Excellent campaign of Joey Hayes. And the injury to Alan Hunt may see Joey Hayes in that number 2 berth for the majority of the season, depending on the extent of Hunt's injury. It's looking pretty grim, but Bradford have the possession. Roy Powell, the veteran front rower. Hodgkinson, blindside move. Saints have got to move over. Matatea in at the tackle. Tommy Hodd held just short. On the island. Super tackle there. Nicol and Prescott. All the pressure by Bradford. And Saints come up with the ball. Bobby Golding has it. The referee is blown up. Bradford have the penalty. Saints obviously in an offside position. It was taken quickly by Summers, but the defence again. What a defensive display by the Saints. And Kieran Cunningham comes up with the ball. Tommy Hodgkinson lost it. Cunningham, his successor here at St Helens, came away with the ball. Gained a valuable 20-30 metres forward as Nicol puts the ball out to Joey Hayes. Oh, he's just lost control of it. It's gone into touch. 8 metres short of the halfway line. And Bradford will come up with a head and feed at this scrum. So Derek Fox to feed. 2-0 the score. 10 minutes have gone, and it's certainly been 10 minutes of action. It's hot enough for us here on the terraces. How do you think those lads down there on the pitch side? Real hot weather. The pitch in fine condition. A credit to Neil Holding, the groundsman, and his staff. And Neil Holding was released by Bradford as Saints throw it out. Anthony Sullivan couldn't take it. That was the idea, the quickness of the hand. Sullivan a bit disgusted. Maybe the last pass wasn't too clever. But as I was saying about the pitch, Neil Holding, the groundsman here at St Helens, he was on the books, the assistant coach, or the 18 coach he was at Bradford. And Brian Smith, the new man at the helm when he does come after his spell with St George, picked his backroom staff out, and Neil Holding doesn't figure in there, but he's still the groundsman here. Bradford have the possession. In fact, Bradford have had most of the possession in this opening 11 minutes or so. Tommy Hodgkinson breaks through. Gibbs comes in, completes the tackle. Cunningham, Perolini in there again. Bradford with all the ball, with all the play. And Furbank, inside ball. Robbie Paul. He's forced back. Solid tackling there again. Bradford move it left. Dixon, characteristic run. Well, that was a forward pass through there. On to Medley. Bradford got away with it. Fox with the up and under. Tester for Prescott. No problem, took it well. Fox was there, he'd kicked the ball, so therefore everybody was onside. Sullivan operating centre field. And now it's Joey Hayes. Joey Hayes again. This exciting prospect. Taken down by Medley. deal of one noticeable absentee. Fell out with Bradford, still under contract for 12 months or so. And the ball kicked deeply down by the Saints. Simpson got to take it in his own in-goal area, and Bobby Golding just couldn't take him in the in-goal area. Simpson comes away. Second line of defence comes up, and Perolini bounces him to the ground. The Bradford Bulls, no score at present. 13 minutes have gone in the game. Saints with a 2-0 lead, courtesy of Bobby Golding in the second minute. Saints found offside again. McDermott, but Perolini has him. McDermott loses control. It comes back, and Perolini picks up the loose ball. He stopped McDermott. He laid it off, did McDermott. Hit a Bradford player, come forward, and Perolini said thank you very much. Now it's with Joint. Cunningham powers away. Prescott attacked in half. Saints continue to take it blindside. Down the main stand side here at Nosey Road. Fogarty in possession. Along the line, Matatia. Gibbs. Tester now for Simpson. Saints come up. Well, Simpson's bombed it. Nicol gets the rebound. Saints are charging. Nichol's there. Nicol in for the first try for the Saints in the centenary season. And a mistake from Roger Simpson. He puts his hand up. Obviously, he has to admit to the mistake. Simpson was put under a lot of pressure, and if Saints have anything about them, they'll put him under a hell of a lot of pressure throughout this 80 minutes of today's match. But Simpson couldn't take it. Nicol got the rebound. He had support on his left. He didn't need it. This big, powerful second row forward dove over for the try. Bobby Golding there converts it. Puts Saints in the lead by 8-0. And a great start from the Saints. Got to capitalise on the opposition's mistakes, and that's the order of the day. There's no danger about that. So Derek Fox, he gets things underway again. Deep kick. Is that a knock on? Yes, no, they are judged to have knocked on. He was facing the Eddington stand, but he did drag the ball forward towards the Bradford post. That is, I would consider, a correct decision from David Campbell. Referee's controller, Greg McCallum, tightening up on the play of the ball and all other aspects of the game. But Saints have come away with the try at the other end. Unfortunately, bombed at the restart. Roger Simpson, the unfortunate fullback on that occasion, comes away with it now to where Saints should have been on the attack. Bradford now do have the possession. They trail by 8-0. 16 minutes of the game have elapsed, and Andy Ireland, the recent signing, unloads it there. Well, that's a knock forward. Bradford couldn't take it. He unloaded it to Neil Summers. The ball went out, and then it was knocked forward. And the right wing man there, Craig Moore, he couldn't do anything with it as the ball trickled forward. Scrum down, Saints head and feed. Bobby Golding slips it out. Steve Prescott moving in field, and now it's with Scott Gibbs. Powerful centre three-quarter, but as I said, operating in the standoff berth with the injury to Tommy Martin. Also Dean Busby, his league debut delayed. He's chipped a bone in a finger, and we need... Oh, that was a high tackle there on Cunningham. Well, certainly a high one there. The Bradford man's gone down as well. I don't know why he should have gone down, but Cunningham there certainly had his head jolted back there by that tackle. Saints physio on there, Jeanette Smith, also offering treatment to Barry McDermott, the loose forward. David Campbell there, also just waiting for everybody to be treated. But I think the penalty is going to go to St Helens. The clock is stopped. Furbank, the man there as well. Now what's going to be the referee's decision? McDermott still being treated. Well, everything's okay now. Must have been deemed as okay. Saints have the penalty. Cunningham came up with it. Kick forward. And Roger Simpson has possession. Cunningham and Joint hold him up and drive him to his line, trying to get him over the line. Super drive there, Joint. And Cunningham on Simpson. Slightly built lad. He'll have a bit more difficulty with Roy Powell. He breaks out to the first line of defence. Perolini comes in, clatters him to the ground. As ever, Tommy Hodgkinson at the acting half-back position. And there'll be no love lost between the Saints and Tommy there. Served the Saints for quite a few seasons. Was told a couple of seasons ago that there was nothing here at St Helens for him, but he made that number 9 berth his own. Then he got injured and he lost the position, and he's made new pastures now at Bradford. Neil Summers there, excellent break. 40-yard burst upfield. Saw the gap, drove for it. Robbie Paul out to Fox. Bradford keep it moving. Little chip kick through, but taken by Scott Gibbs. Gibbs into space. Support on the inside from Golding. 30 metres from the Bradford line. Good Bradford defence there. The Bulls moving quickly. Matatia out to Loughlin, couldn't take it. McDermott picks it up, it'll be play on. Bradford have the possession. Loughlin comes in for the tackle. Bradford move it blindside. The Bradford Bulls still with no points on the board. Halfway through this first half. 8 points to 0, Saints in the lead. Powell. Perolini got through a hell of a lot of tackling. Nickel there as well. Was the ball released? Looks as though Powell's knocked it forward. David Campbell right in on the job. Head and feed to St Helens. Saints in the lead, 8 points to 0. Already with 3 wins under the belt, Saints. They beat Wigan in the Wigan Sevens by 14 points to 12. Obviously that's a trophy that Wigan class as a non-entity while they've not won it. But Saints certainly doing them a thick and there. They only usually invite people that they think they can beat the Wigan do for their sevens. But they came up with a 14 points to 12 win. Beat Hull in a Bernard Dwyer testimonial fixture, 64 points to 16. And Salford beat Salford at the Willows last Friday, 32 points to 22. They have the possession. They've started off pretty slowly, even though they are 8 points to 0 in the lead. That's try coming from a Simpson mistake. Well, that's what you've got to do, capitalise on the opposition's errors. Saints had weathered the storm at their own end. Bradford put in a tremendous amount of pressure on the Saints. Approaching 22 minutes of this first half, the last tackle of the sequence. Golding lofts it. Simpson again. Well, he takes it comfortably this time. Fogarty brings off the tackle. Oh, good tackle there by Matatia on Craig Moore. Another youngster in the Bradford side making his way through. And McDermott, professional boxer. Chris Joint just letting the referee know that he thought McDermott had come through with a raised elbow. Had a spell with the Newcastle Knights as Chris Joint. Solid tackling, the ball's loose. Hodgkinson picks it up. Well, fair play, it was loose. It's been knocked forward by the Bulls. Scrum down again, Saints head and feed, and let's see what the Saints can do, provided they get the scrum in this next set of 6. Onto the back of the pack, Joint, onto Golding, onto Joey Hayes. Hayes going in for his first try in the senior squad, and that's good wing play. He goes behind the stick, super play by Joey Hayes. Bobby Golding's elated. I'm elated, and all the St Helens spectators will be as well. Great character this Joey Hayes, but super play there. From the scrum, Bradford, they'd lost possession. From the scrum, Golding fed it. Joint picked it out as it came at the back of the scrum. Out to Bobby Golding, out to Joey Hayes, and he was in like a flash, wasn't he? Super play from this wingman. And Joey Hayes has as well. He goes over for the try there. Shouldn't be any problem being converted here by Bobby Golding, and that'll put Saints into a 14-0 lead. Golding converts it. Super start by the Saints. 14-0, 24 minutes gone. Derek Fox getting ready to kick off yet again, and let's hope he gets sick of this by the time 4:30 comes. Last season, Saints demolished Bradford. They was at the top of the league, 51 points to 12 they'd beat them at Oddsall. The score was a bit more tighter here, 36 points to 27. Saints came up with a win at Nosey Road, but the try scorer Joey Hayes gets the ball away to Perolini. Wasn't the best of passes, he did well, did Apollo. Now it's with Andy Northey. The ball's loose, lost in the tackle, ferocious tackle there, good hard hit, and Bradford have the possession, 20 metres from the Saints line. Derek Fox. The Saints defence yet going to be tested once again. 15 minutes remaining of the first half. Bradford still to register a score here at Nosey Road. The Stones Bitter Centenary Championship season. Simpson linking up. Cunningham thought better about it. Bouncing to the ground. Perolini was in attention there. Furbank. Ireland. Hodgkinson gives the dummy. Fogarty temporarily stops him, but Bradford move it well. Take it over to that main stand side. Bradford, little chip kick through, taken by Steve Prescott. Certainly lacking in a little bit of idea, Bradford, near the line, considering they put all that pressure on the Saints. And Fox completes the tackle on Sullivan. Ireland there just pointing, obviously scores to be settled later in the game. All friendly stuff really, they all have a pint after. Sonny Nicol, he's lost possession, was it dragged out? Powell comes in for it. Kieran Cunningham went in to kick the ball clear, and it looks as though Powell's took one in his stomach for his pains. So Powell taking a boot in the ribs. The ball was reaped out. Saints have the penalty. Bobby Golding finds touch inside the Bradford half. Saints will restart. Bradford a man down with Powell being treated. He'll soon be back up and in the action. There he is, just coming back into the field of play. Perolini. Ireland there going down a little enthusiastically, a little late in the tackle. It's Gibbs. Tried to duck under the tackle there of McDermott. Saints working the move there. Short ball to Matatier. Big Western Samoan turns it to Nicol. Nicol going for the line again. Nicol pushes Ireland out of the way, plays it to himself, and Nicol touchdown. Well, he's held up on his back. It's going to be Saints head and feet at the scrum. But Nicol there, he was quick thinking. Oh no, it's on the last tackle. I do beg your pardon. In all the excitement, referee Campbell rules that was on the sixth tackle, and the turnover will be given. Bradford have the possession. Robbie Paul, 30 metres from his own line. Bradford in possession, still yet to register a point. 28 minutes gone on the clock. Fox. Medley. He's lost possession there as Medley. Has the touch judge come up with it? Well, Myers is on there. Myers, one of the substitutes. But Fox with the penalty. Saints obviously adjudged to have reaped the ball out. Good deep kick by Fox. Saints going to be penalised for offside as Ireland comes through. Tommy Hodgkinson restarts. Short ball, Dixon turned in the tackle. Matatia's there, Fogarty comes in as well. Chris Joint there. Saints mean business. It's going to be a hard task keeping these Bradford Bulls out as McDermott comes through. 2 metres short. Short ball by Hodgkinson, tries to pass under the man. Bobby Golding, as he knocked it down, he knocked it forward. He looks at referee Campbell. But it's going to be a scrum down, Bradford feed. Saints forced to defend again. Fox feeds. Out to the base of the scrum it comes. Summers. Lofted ball. It was a bad ball, but well taken by Robbie Paul. Beats 2. Hall to the floor there at the third time of asking. Chris Joint was the man. But Bradford again trying to keep it going. Solid tackling display by the Saints. Fox, short ball there. Furbank, back to Powell. Powell drives for the line. Saints have got to hold him. They have done. Hodgkinson is in. Tommy Hodgkinson goes in for his try. He like that one, won't he? Bradford register the first points on the half hour. And the ex-Saints hooker, Tommy Hodgkinson, goes in for his first try in Bradford Northern's colours. Jason Donoghue just coming on there with the mound of sand for Derek Fox. Jason, who just lives up the road from me, just moved up into St Helens, got married in the close season to Zoe, the daughter of Billy Benyon, the ex-Saints coach. He's now operating at Swinton. But Derek Fox, unsuccessful with the kick. We know Fox is capable of better things. But the score will remain at 14 points to 4. 9 minutes remaining of this half. And Saints kick off quickly. But the ball, has it gone directly dead? It certainly looks as though it has done. The in-goal touch judge said it's gone directly dead. Bradford will restart from the centre spot with a penalty. Andy Ireland. Hodgkinson attacked in half. That'll certainly give Bradford a little bit of a boost. They've done everything but score at the Saints end in the early 10 minutes. Bernard Dwyer on there. Plenty of interchange there. The teams allowed 4 substitutions. Any per, any 4. But they're only allowed 4. Hodgkinson going for the line. Is he over? He's just short. Sonny Nickel completes the tackle. Myers, Fox chips it through. Well taken by Steve Prescott. Took it under a lot of pressure. Awkward bouncing ball. Bernard Dwyer now up the centre. Andy Ireland comes in, clatters him to the earth. Chris Joint brought down, Cunningham at dummy half. Matatia out to Loughlin. Loughlin into a big space. Sullivan on his outside. He gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan shows the ball. Loughlin's with him. Can he get over? No, he's just grounded short. Loughlin can go in. Yes, that's a try. No problem. Good display from Paul Loughlin, who I suppose must be classed as a veteran here at St Helens. Had a testimonial season 2 years ago. So he's only about 28 years of age, something like that, but one of the senior members of the side. But 33 minutes of the first half gone, and Paul Loughlin, he started it off. Took a lovely pass, Matatia that gave him the ball. Loughlin in a big gap, hurt down the wing, turned it inside to Anthony Sullivan. Sullivan was looking to pass the ball back inside. I think that was just to kid the Bradford cover, but it didn't fool them. He took it down there and into past, got held short. Got held short, and then from the play the ball, Loughlin dove in at short range in at the corner. A difficult conversion attempt for Bobby Golding, certainly within his capabilities. 18-4 the score. Can Bobby Golding bring it up to 20? It's on its way. Oh, it's a super kick there. Excellent conversion to an excellent try. 20 points to 4. Saints register the third try. And Andy Northey takes it forward. Joey Hayes from the acting half-back position. Cunningham. Carolini. Myers brings him down along with Medley. Myers and Medley again, but Cunningham breaks out of the tackle. Great drive from the Saints hooker. Carolini attacking half. Myers in the way there. We've seen that sin bin before then. Golding doing the angles. Bernard Dwyer's with him. He turns it back inside. Saints keeping the ball moving. Good driving run. It's the sixth tackle. Nickel again, heavily involved. Bobby Golding, is he going for the one-pointer? Well, he is, but it's gone wide. Nothing wrong with that on the last tackle, certainly within shooting distance. 5 minutes remaining and counting of this first period. 20 points to 4 the score. Saints well in command. And it's a lead that's got to be maintained. The defence has certainly held up strong after a lot of pressure. Bradford spreading it, that's a forward pass. The idea was right, keep the ball moving. That's the idea. Didn't come off there, the ball went forward. A good position for Saints to attack again. 30 metres from the Bradford line. Golding to feed. I think it'll be plan B on the left-hand side now. Golding out there. Steve Prescott siding his way through. 5 metres short. Prescott plays it. Joint's there. Joint gives the dummy. Turns in the tackle, but that's a good tackle by Simpson. Clamps in man and ball. Dwyer. He's held just short. Good runners there, Matatia. Whoa, that's a try. That's a super try. And who's going to stop this big Western Samoan? Matatia from yardage like that, 10 yards out. Big 17-stone Western Samoan coming through there. Can he be a brave man that can stop him? Forget about your Twigger Marlers and all this. What about Matatia there? He drives it forward there. Registers his first try of the season. 24 points to 4 in the dying minutes of the first half. Only a couple of minutes remaining, plus any stoppage time the referee has added on, and we've not got too much of that, have we? Another 6 points to the Saints. Bobby Golding, beg your pardon, that's his 5th goal of the afternoon. He got a penalty goal to open us. 26 points to 4 at the score. Great display. Nothing more than we can expect from the Saints. We was always told here at St Helens that they wouldn't go full time, but then I think it's just obviously a matter of time with this Super League looming, and Rupert Murdoch's injection of 900,000 quid to each of the Super League clubs, and Saints have gone full time, and this can only prove dividends throughout the season. Nice for the players to train during the day and also get stuck in with each other throughout the day in social activities and promoting the club. And we had an open day here at St Helens earlier on in the season, only a couple of weeks ago, where the centenary strip was on sale and they sold out on that evening. A lovely summer evening it was. More strip is in now. Go and see Marion in the souvenir shop. She'll attend to your every need. And the Saints certainly mean business, don't they? I suppose every other club means business as well, because they've got to try and keep the pie eaters at bay. The Saints keeping the ball moving. Bernard Dwyer. That's going to be your next home fixture here at Nosey Road. Saints versus the Pie Eaters a week tomorrow on the Bank Holiday Monday. Bobby Golding going for the drop again. Unsuccessful again. Not to worry. Bradford will restart from the centre of the 20 in the last minute of normal time. Medley coming through, originally penciled in at loose forward, but operating in the centre three-quarter with Paul Newlove having his fallout with Bradford. Whether he is injured or what, I don't know, but he wants away. He's not happy with the way Peter Fox was dismissed. But you've got to get on with it. You've got to play for whoever's at the helm. Furbank taken down there. Joint snuffs him round the top. Nickel round the legs. Loose ball there, tidied up by Simpson. Simpson dabs it through. Prescott that's out of the in-goal area. Good play there by Prescott. Did well, put his body on the line, turned, and now it's Joey Hayes' turn to clear the line. Good 10-15 metre burst by young Joey. Saints now. Well, Furbank, is he going to be pulled up for a little jiggery pokery there at the tackle? Furbank and Powell. Yes, Saints have the penalty. They also have the lead at 26 points to 4. 10 metres inside their own half, they restart. Parolini with a good run. Can Saints get more points on the board before the half-time hooter? Bernard Dwyer losing control of the ball as he brought it centre field. Solid Bradford tackling there. McDermott, I think, was the man involved. No, it was Dixon, I beg your pardon. Paul Dixon. Solid tackling there, and the ferocity of it shoot the ball from Bernard Dwyer's hands. Maybe the last scrum of the first half. Summers. Well taken down by his counterpart, Scott Gibbs. Medley. He breaks through. Hodgkinson. Dixon now. Ex-Great Britain international. Roy Powell running out wide. Taken down by Gibbs. Loughlin completes the tackle, makes sure Powell couldn't release it. Derek Fox. Drop-off ball there. Last one of the sequence. This ball should go to Derek Fox. Will it be a reverse angle kick? We'll soon tell you. No, it's a straight, I don't mean a straight kick, obviously a diagonal kick to Joey Hayes. But offside, David Myers has been adjudged as Fox kicks it through. Well, 2 minutes and 30 seconds of added time have been played. And Saints are restarting 10 metres from their own line. 26 points to 4 the score. Good running, strong running, solid tackling. Joey Hayes from acting half-back just lost his footing there. Summers does make sure he doesn't get up and carry on. Matatia bursting through, Matatia again. He's taking on Simpson. He turns him inside out, gives it to Nickel. Is that a double movement? I think the referee's going to judge, yes, he's a judge of double movement there. Full marks for effort there by Sonny Nickel. He comes up with a big beam. He looks at David Campbell. What a great run there by Via Matatia. Broke through there again. Big, powerful legs kicking through. Nickel was in support. Nickel there just did too much. The elbows was on the ground and a double movement were indicated. Eric Hughes, Saints coach, must be pleased with the lad's performance, especially after being under so much pressure for the opening 10 minutes. There's the half-time hooter, 26 points to 4 the score. As Saints troop off under the main stand. Before we go off, I've a special mention for relatives of an old friend of your Saints video, that's Bert Moss. Bert is an exiled St Helena, now living in Lee, and Bert's niece's son, who is Simon Pennington Ronconi, is staying with his grandma, who is Mrs Lyons, who lives in Lugsmore Lane, along with his mum Jackie, so that's Simon's mum Jackie. Simon has never watched the Saints before because, as a rule, he only comes over in the close season. But he was born in Wiston Hospital was Simon. He moved to Rimini in Italy when he was 2, and he's a master on the computer amongst many other talents that Simon has. So that's a warm welcome to Simon Pennington Ronconi over here. Obviously Bert Moss's niece's son. Also attending the first match today, another relative of Bert Moss. It's his granddaughter, Gemma Feeney. I do beg your pardon, Gemma Feeney. Gemma lives in Grange Close, Lawton, along with her mum June, and both Simon and Gemma have the new centenary strip on today, and obviously they'll be enjoying what they've seen in this first half. And the score here at Nosey Road is St Helens 26, Bradford 4. Bradford first back on the pitch. Saints still yet to emerge from under the main stand, which both teams are going to be using here at Nosey Road in the very near future. Saints in the first half with tries from Nickel, Hayes, Loughlin and Matatia, with 5 golden goals, and Bradford's only points coming from Tommy Hodgkinson. Before we can get underway, I can give my wife, Christine, who for mention. Obviously, she's not here today. She's not going to be here for a few weeks. She's just been in the hospital for major surgery. She's recovering at home. Obviously, she'll look forward to watching the telecast, which is done by Sky today, which she'll see at first hand this evening. Also, she'll have to keep up with the Saints' fortunes, courtesy of your Micron video. And I can tell you on good authority that she always watches the Micron video with the volume off. Anyway, get well soon, Chris. You'll soon be back on the terraces. Saints third just emerging from under the main stand. 26 points to 4 the score. And let's have more of the same. Excellent display by the Saints in this first half. Took them 13 minutes to register the first try, and that was through a Bradford mistake, after Saints had withstood some tremendous pressure by the Bulls. Bradford will kick off, playing down to the clubhouse end. Referee Campbell waves play on. Andy Northey, strong runner. You can see the determination on the lad's face there. Bernard Dwyer, just finishing a testimonial season. And Phil Beavers will be starting one at the end of this month. Chris Joint up to the halfway line. Ireland and Powell, they combine to bring him down. But good strong running. Perolini, Saints other Western Samoan, and Matatia, breath of fresh air, isn't he, when he gets into his stride. The ball chipped through there. Steve Prescott coming up with a tackle on his counterpart, Roger Simpson. Carl Hall, one of the substitutes for Bradford Bulls. Trying to milk a penalty there, but Hodgkinson. Dixon. He releases it, does Dixon. That characteristic running style. Now it's with Tommy Hodgkinson. Northey comes in, takes him at the second bite. Clamps him man and ball. But Bradford trailing 26 points to 4. Derek Fox, their instrumental figure of captain, as Simpson tries to put it up. Prescott comes through for it, makes it his own. It was on the 6th tackle. So Bradford lacking in a little bit of idea. Perolini now. Saints moving it quickly. Matatia hits the straps. He drives again. He's on his own. He's looking for support. Support's there from Sullivan. He slips a lovely ball to Sullivan, but Hall comes up quickly. Saints race upfield, 50, 60 metres. Loughlin there, going for the line. Well, is that the 6th tackle? Offside? No, I thought that was quick. offside by Bradford as Loughlin came through. The referee obviously made sure before he made his mind up. Bobby Golding takes a little tap. Saints take it centre. Northey driving for the line. He came in field, cries that the ball should have gone out wide. I think we would have scored a try if it had gone out wide. We're not to know. Saints still have the possession. Oh, Perolini. Yes, he's over the big man. No problem. Referee Campbell points. Perolini with his first try of the 95-96 season. 3 minutes into the second half. Saints extend the lead to 30 points to 4. But Perolini, the powerhouse prop forward, went over from short range. Saints had moved it over to the far side. No, they brought it back in field. Then with the transference of the ball into Perolini, and this powerful lad took it over. 32 points to 4 now. Saints well on the way. Golding's 6th goal of the afternoon. Saints with the 5 tries. 48 points to 6. The Pie Eaters won at Workington. That's the score to beat. And let's face it, Saints are really the only contenders to Wigan. You can discount your leads. They're a non-entity. They just had that little bit of luck last season. Getting to Wembley, getting to the Premiership final. But all the money they've spent, and to be quite honest, the side's just not combining, is it? They parted company with Dougie Lawton. They've now got Dean Bell in charge, the ex-Wiganer. But Saints are the only contenders in a display like this. And it's a better display, obviously, than the opening game of last season when Saints played Doncaster. And then we went to Warrington midweek and got bombed again. Saints play Oldham this Wednesday. Another side there that the Saints should get by the scruff of the neck and power them into the earth, shouldn't they? Especially now with all the training methods and the full-time training. The Bulls have the possession. John Hamer. Tommy Hodgkinson is acting half-back. McDermott. Quick play by the Bradford Bulls. They move it right. Bring it over to the Popular side. Robbie Paul. Derek Fox chips it through. Joey Hayes there. Gathers it safely, right on his own line. And Hayes there, threading his way through. Certainly a buzz of excitement as this lad winds his way through the Bradford defence. Now it's with Nickel. The ball's lost. Was it reaped out? Dixon was in there. Is Dixon the man that's going to be brought out? It has been reaped out. Referee David Campbell there just warns Paul Dixon. And Saints restarts from just inside their own half. Still handsomely in the lead by 32 points to 4. Strong running, Golding with the options. Now with Chris Joynt, the ball's lost again. Was it reaped out again? Well, Hamer's come up with it. Well, either it's a penalty, Mr. Campbell, or not. It's no good telling him to go and play it. If the lad's gone up and walked off the mark, he should know what to do, or your shout should be heard. Hall for Bradford. Out to Myers. Another player there, Myers, that's had his problems at Bradford. Suspended for 3 months. But an excellent campaigner. Another ex-Wiganer, Myers. Spells at Widnes as well. Robbie Paul. Last tackle of the sequence. Bradford in possession. 30 metres from the Saints line. Fox. Reverse angle kick. Prescott lets it bounce. It was very deep. I don't know if it went dead with a bounce in the in-goal area. Just the post obstructing my view. Saints will restart now. Scott Gibbs, he's lost possession. The referee did see it. Stand-off berth, I think, for the second period. Hall at dummy half. Short ball there to McDermott. McDermott turning back in for infield. Taken by Northey. Also Gibbs was there at the action. Fox for Bradford. Dixon. Taken well, but releases it back to Derek Fox. Bernard Dwyer puts into earth. And, well, things getting a little heated there. McDermott coming in, the professional boxer. And he's being ushered away there by Neil Summers. Didn't look anything out of the ordinary there, but obviously McDermott is a little bit incensed. David Campbell was right on the job. He's having a word there with Via Matatea and Bobby Goulding. Didn't look all that bad now. He says he brings him over. Brian, he said, come over, I'll just have a word with you. Keep you cool, my friend, otherwise you're in trouble. They're just explaining now David Campbell controlled it very well there. The penalty has gone to Bradford, and Derek Fox will take the 2 points from right in front of the sticks. Thought Bradford might have played it. 2 points, I can't see 2 points being of any advantage at all to Bradford Bulls. At 32 points to 4 now. 10 minutes gone in this second half. Fox there pops it over, puts Bradford at 6. St Helens 32, Bradford 6. 32-6 there, so it's penalised for an indiscretion. And Phil Vevers is on. A Saints player just been blood-binned. Maybe it is Via Matatea. He has had a problem with a head injury. Just couldn't see who it was who went out of your picture there, but Phil Vevers right in at the action there. Ian Pickervant's on as well. Solid tackling by the Saints to force Bradford back. They're handsomely in the lead at 32 points to 6 with 30 minutes of this game remaining. Bradford just certainly lacking in idea. They'll be looking forward to the influential Brian Smith coming and guiding them down the path that he guided Hull in his spell over here as Anthony Sullivan comes through. Well taken down there by Craig Moore. But McDermott there, a professional foul as they call it. And he's just incurred the wrath of David Campbell. He's just been spoken to for that incident in front of the sticks. Anthony Sullivan just laughs at him and walks away, as he should do. But Pickervant's Kieran Cunningham at dummy half. Saints move it centre field. Vevers. He's taken down by Powell. Drop-off ball to Perolini from Cunningham. Apollo Perolini powers his way forward. 3 men on his back. Backs into the defence. Gibbs. Short ball there. Prescott linking up. Back to Gibbs. Quick ball onto the back door to Joey Hayes. Hayes taken down by Hall. Myers there as well. Saints keeping it going. Chris Joint. Back to Sonny Nichols. Short ball. Out to Joey Hayes. Andy Northey now has the possession. The referee's blown up. Has he seen a forward pass? Well, it looks as though he has. Scrum down. Bradford feed. Certainly a feast of entertainment here. The Saints A team went to Oddsall and beat Bradford on Thursday. Picked up a couple of injuries, as I said, to Tommy Martin and Dean Busby. And Saints offside there. Chris Joint, I think, the man being penalised. Offside at the play the ball. They're at the scrum, breaking too quickly. Bradford restart from the centre, well, not the centre spot, the centre line, the halfway line, 10 metres in from the main stand side. Only one try and one goal for their afternoon's work so far. Didn't look as though he played that correctly. But play allowed to go on. Bradford take it on the blind side. Simpson evades a tackle which looked a little high. Bradford again throwing the ball out. Fox, quick hands. Saints defence going to be tested here. John Hamer. Paul Loughlin right in at the thick of it. Roy Powell. He unloads, throws it anywhere. Saints come up with it. Well, Bradford have it. Saints have it. Who has it? Summers comes up with it, but I think it's going to be a knock-on. Which way is he going to give it? On guidance from the touch judge. Yeah, Bradford out. Oh, somebody said something, and somebody's going in the sin bin. Yes, in the sin bin. Bobby Golding. 14 minutes inside into the second half. Bradford there have the penalty. It's going to be a scrum for the double knock-on, supposedly. Bobby Golding didn't agree with the decision. He said something out of turn and David Campbell dispatched him. Bradford now pressing. Tommy Hodgkinson. He releases it. Oh, solid tackling there. Look at the Saints swarm round the man. 5 Saints tacklers round Dixon. He spread it centre field. The Bradford Bulls. It's intercepted by Sullivan. He'll pin his ears back. They won't catch Sullivan. He read it well. He saw it well. And Saints weather the storm. And Sullivan touches down for Saints' 6th try. By 6 different players. It was Bradford there that had, if you can say, the rub of the green. Golding was sin-binned for a chatting back offence to David Campbell. Bradford played it quickly. They drove to the Saints line. The defence was tremendous in that top corner. Then Bradford threw it out. They had to spread it wide as it happened, taking it to the centre field. Sullivan was there. He read the situation masterfully as Bradford tried to throw it out to force the gap in the Saints defence. But Sullivan leaped up, took it well, and erased the 80-odd metres to the Bradford line. Touched it down. It's going to convert this try. 36 points to 6 at present. And no stranger to converting the goals is Steve Prescott. He puts the 2 points onto the end of Sullivan's try. 38 points to 6 now. So Saints with 12 men. And on the point of 12 men, I do apologise on the Salford video. I'd give Adam Fogarty as being sent off. I know the referee didn't show any cards, but he didn't show any cards for yellow cards, did he? But it seemed Fogarty was sin-binned along with Phil Ford. I've done the man an injustice, but that was another display by the referee that could have stopped that incident happening when there was an all-out fight. But anyway, that's history, isn't it? Parolini has possession. Saints in the lead handsomely, 38 points to 6. 23 minutes of the game remaining. Saints with 12 men against Bradford with 13 men. Cunningham gets up, the tackle not completed. Temporarily forced back by Furbank. Furbank strikes for it. That's another set of 6 for the Saints. It's on to Beavers. The tackle count wave clean as Beavers breaks the defence. Slips the ball on there to Gibbs. Gibbs to Joint. Well, he's crossing. How can he be crossing there? Lovely ball handling by the Saints. It came back to Chris Joint. Maybe there was a slight obstruction as Joint there just dallied a little bit at the back, but no crossing. That was the indication. Saints forced back the 10 metres there by referee Campbell, and Bradford gained good yardage there as Hamer burst through. Saints meet him. Defence will have to be paramount again. One man short. Means all the others have to play just that extra little bit harder. Hodgkinson slips it out. Jason Donoghue. Hodgkinson again. Slips it inside. Dixon onto Simpson. Simpson scores. Yes, that's a try. Well, that was almost in slow motion, wasn't it? 18 minutes into this second half. Roger Simpson scores the try. 38 points to 10. Bradford attain double figures. Dixon was just held up short. Good play there by Bradford as they drove it through. Derek Fox looking for his third. Well, Hush missed that. My word. You'd have put your money on that, wouldn't you? You'd have put your mortgage on the Foxy getting that. But it went to the left of the sticks. No luck for the little man today. 38 points to 10 the score. Phil Beavers, deep kick. John Hamer bringing the ball up. Gibbs and Laughlin, they're the first men there. McDermott. No way through for him. The Saints tighten up. Andy Ireland back on. Short play, quick hands. Hamer turns it inside. Perolini snaps it up. Bradford tried to keep the ball moving, but the pass didn't go to hand. Well, it did, but it was Perolini's hand. Now it's Pickavance. Powerful runner, Pickavance. Cunningham quickly up there. Now it's with Chris Joint. Turns into the tackle. 15 metres from the Bradford line. Saints looking to get further points on the board as Nickel powers to the corner. Dispatched to the earth there. Along the line, Saints are going to move it. Gibbs. Problem spot for the Saints. Standoff in the early part of the season. Beavers, is that a drop goal? Well, it certainly is. And Phil Beavers pops one over there. More successful than Bobby Golding was. But Phil Beavers in the 21st minute pops his 1 pointer over. (39-10). Derek Fox will restart. Unfortunately, the ball just touched Joey Hayes. Got into touch. A little bit of pressure on the Saints now as the scrums form 10 metres in from the main stand side, 10 metres from their own line. Fox to Donoghue. Simpson. Very slippery character, Simpson. He gets the ball underway to McDermott. McDermott centre field, now it's with Sullivan again. He won't be able to race the full length this time, will he? Or will he? Go on, prove me wrong, Anthony. He's still going, he's driving. He gets the ball away, the tackle wasn't completed. Saints are spreading it. Nickel. The ball is out there, it's with Perolini. Perolini powers again. Support inside. Oh, Saints can't come up with it. Have they overrun it? Was the ball knocked forward? It looks as though it was. Super display there again. Sullivan took the ball as an interception as Bradford were pressing again. Slipped it out, took it over to the main stand side, and Perolini tried to get it away. Nickel just couldn't control it. Fox feeds. Bradford with the possession. Carl Hall. Northey in quickly. Jason Donoghue out of the first tackle, but meets joint. Hamer. Bradford again, bring it blindside. Tommy Hodgkinson turns. Oh, it looks as though he's going to turn it in field. The man was there, the support was there, but Hodgkinson took the tackle. Fox, he moves it left. Furbank wriggling in the tackle. He's looking to release it. Pedalini had him clamped. Well, he's played it forward. That's all on. Surely he was marked. He's allowed to get away with it. It's the last tackle of this sequence. The Bradford man will have to be tackled. They're running it. It's chipped forward. Steve Prescott, is he taken back in his in-goal area? He is. Good tackling by Bradford, that. Dixon and Hall, I think it was the man that did it there. It was dabbed through on the sixth tackle. Steve Prescott's got out of trouble on many occasions, but the Bradford players there followed it up and took him in the in-goal area. He couldn't do much about that. Saints will have to drop out from between the sticks. 15 minutes remaining, 39 points to 10 the score. Early days yet, obviously in the season, the first match of the season, and there's nothing like match practice. No matter how much training you put in the close season, it's still got to be done out there on the field, and it's a lot different on the field than in the gym. You go through the motions, but time will tell, and I'm sure this side will go better and better. There's loads of talent waiting in the wings to come through and break through. The likes of Kieran Cunningham there, who's tackling Simpson, Joey Hayes making his debut on the wing, and lots of other lads that's just waiting to get in this side. A wealth of talent. Now, what will the referee's decision there? He said the ball's gone back, it's not a knock on. He's not waved the tackle count clean. Tommy Hodgkinson, Fox. Oh, that's forward pass. My, oh my. You could see that from here. Hunter McDermott, and the referee's not giving it. Well, he stopped play. He must have given it. Just getting a little excited there. My word. Not a yard forward, a backyard forward that was. Saints head and feed at the scrum. Bobby Golding back on after his 10 minutes in the sin bin. Steve Prescott takes it centre field. Bernard Dwyer, solid run. Presented with his testimonial check the other day, Bernard Dwyer. I don't know how much he's got, but he deserves every penny, just as Phil Vevers will do. He's got a hard schedule, testimonial season in front of him. Chris Joint. Joint breaks the tackle, releases it now to Gibbs. Scott Gibbs, powerful runner, inside ball there to Golding. Golding, in and out. Simpson, support there as Golding powers through. He's taken down by the wingman there, Moore. Simpson redeemed himself there. Saints pressing. Paul Loughlin. Oh, it must be a try on the board here. Northey, yes, Northey. He's just short. It's the last tackle. Would have been a double movement if he'd have played at it. Oh, but Nicol tried to chip it through. Hall comes away with possession. Nicol comes in and tackles him. Well, he's felt the force of that Nicol tackle, hasn't he? David Myers now, scampering away. Pickervance bounces him to the earth. Saints still in the lead, 39 points to 10. Time running out for the Bulls. Less than 13 minutes. They're certainly lacking in idea. The Super Saints have given them a lesson in rugby this afternoon. Furbank taken down by his opposite number, Sonny Nicol. McDermott, he releases it under a lot of pressure. Hodgkinson onto Fox. Fox tries to squeeze it out. Pickervance comes up with it. Should have known better, should the little captain, Derek Fox. One pass too many, tried to squeeze it out. Pickervance took full advantage. And Bernard Dwyer now, he's on his way. Pedalini. Saints moving it cross field. On to Gibbs there, lovely ball from Golding, drew the defence in, but excellent tackling by the Bulls. And Saints not making a lot of headway. Last tackle of this sequence of 6. Golding again, chip for the corner. Nordy there, Nordy, on to Joey Hayes. The last tackle, I believe. It will be the turnover. Just unfortunate there. Lovely take by Andy Nordy. Then on to Joey Hayes. Just lost his footing, and that was all Bradford needed to come in and halt his gallop. McDermott for the Bradford Bulls. Fox, Andy Ireland. Lachlan and Joint, and Hodgkinson. Dwyer comes in on Hodgkinson. Jason Donoghue trips over his own man. Hodgkinson from the acting half. He's wrestled to the ground by Ian Pickavance. I mean, obviously, Tommy Hodgkinson knows all these players. Well, that looked a little naughty on Hall going in. It looked as though the knee was raised a little. But everything's okay. Fox, Ireland, Hodgkinson. Well, they don't want it, do they? Bradford, they don't want it. They've not a clue. They're just not interested at all. 39 points to 10. 10 minutes remain. Bradford have the possession. Chris Joint completed the tackle. Moore was the man in possession. Short side. Bradford trying to exploit the Saints left wing. They now transfer it back centre field. Fox, the provider, the instigator of many of the Bradford moves. But as I've said, they're lacking in idea this afternoon. Bradford again, the Bulls, on to Simpson. Simpson, he's looked quite useful. As I said before, he is a very useful character, only a slightly built character. Fox turns it back inside, it must be the last tackle, and Bradford kick it dead. The Saints will restart from the centre of the 20. Two tries for the Saints in the second period from Perolini and Sullivan. Beavers with a drop goal. Penalty goal from Fox and a Simpson try. Bradford have the possession. McDermott. Hamer, I beg your pardon. And Bradford now trying to get more points on the board. Certainly won't win the game. Oh, good tackling there. Oh, Joey Hayes forces him there. He had to release the ball. Simpson comes up with it. And Simpson threading his way through. Dwyer and Pickavance put him to the earth. 10 metres short of the Saints line. Fox, quick hands. McDermott, he's looking for support. Fox again. Top left-hand corner, can Fox squeeze in? Throws it anywhere. Hodgkinson has it. He doesn't know what to do with it. It's offside there, it's accidental offside. But the referee has played advantage. The Saints did come up with possession. Joey Hayes. Joey Hayes again. He drives again. He breaks 2 tackles. And he's brought down just over the 20. Beavers. Well, a lot of oohing and ahhing there as the tackle of Ireland and Hall, I think it was, goes in on Ireland and Myers, I beg your pardon, goes in on Beavers. Quick hands, good running, Gibbs into space, out to Sullivan, pins his ears back, Sullivan rounds his man and he's in for his second. Lovely play there. Put that one down to Scott Gibbs. He hit the gap there. A lovely floated ball to Scott Gibbs. He hit the gap at pace. Sullivan was on his outside. Sullivan appreciates that one. Tapped Scott Gibbs on the head there. 6 minutes to the final hooter. And Sullivan in for his second. And if he's put into space, Sullivan, there's not many who'll catch him, will there? Golding again, difficult conversion, as you can see. A metre or so in, out on the 20. Strikes it well, but it's gone to the left of the sticks. $43 points to 10. 5 minutes remaining. As you can just hear on the PA, they're announcing about stand tickets for the Wigan match. That's your next match here at Nosey Road. Bank holiday Monday. Saints entertain the Pie Eaters, and that should be a battle royal, shouldn't it? Very lucky last season, the Pie Eaters against the Saints, especially in the Cup. Just a post saving them from an exit at Central Park. 16 points apiece to draw. Andy Haig just coming on as a substitution for the last 5 minutes, and Chris Joint. Tremendous vocal support from the Saints. Below us on the popular side, and we know that they will be lifted to high extremes when Wigan are here. Kieran Cunningham gets through some graft, covers some yards. Big hit-ups, as they say, as Golding puts it high. The ball's knocked down. Anthony Sullivan comes up with it. Touch the Bradford man. Is it another set of 6? Well, it must be. Play on, Saints moving it out. Bernard Dwyer looking to release. Furbank in at the tackle. Golding running the angles inside to Loughlin. Golding flattened there. Was there... he's on the ground anyway as he got back to his feet. Parolini, he's looking for his second as well. 2 or 3 metres from the Bradford line. No, Golding there, he's back fully fit. Now with Evers, support there, yes, Andy Haig. Only been on the field a couple of minutes, and he's in for a try with 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Andy Haig in for his first of the season, and Saints' 8th try of the afternoon, looking to make it 7. 2 minutes of normal time plus any stoppages. 49 points to 10. So 1 more point than the old Pie Eaters now. 49 for the Saints, 10 for Bradford. Wigan had a good win up there at Workington, 48 points to 6. Javier Matatea, one of the men of the match. We usually have 2 man of the matches, one sponsored by McEwen's, our main sponsors, and the other by members of the press. And Saints now looking to cross that magical 50. And once again Bradford come to Nosey Road and are snuffed out. It's a short season, there's only 20 games, plus the Regal and the Challenge Cup. So you've got to make sure you don't slip up in your league games. Easier said than done, isn't it? An ideal platform for Eric Hughes, Stanwall, and all the lads to build on as Golding breaks through, support inside, Sullivan in for his hat-trick. Right behind the sticks, there's the magical 50. Sullivan likes it, doesn't he? Punches the air with delight. But it's the little maestro, the captain, Bobby Golding, that's instrumental there. He created that gap. He came through the hole in the Bradford defence. Side through there, and good play by Sullivan. out on the left wing, came inside as Sullivan came in, bamboozled the Bradford Northern defence, the Bradford Bulls defence, I beg your pardon, out of sight, and Saints there get the 50 up, the first hat-trick of the season. Golding converts it. Golding's 8th goal of the afternoon. Saints' 9th try. And the popular side erupt there, as they usually do, very vocal there. And they'll get behind all the charges. The clock is stopped. Referee David Campbell coming over as Robbie Paul. He's just checking on Robbie Paul's condition. Is David Campbell. A minute of stoppage time has been played. We're just waiting for that final hooter. Are you watching Pie Eaters is the cry, and rightly so. They'll be studying the Saints video of this afternoon's performance. The final hooter there, and the Saints comprehensively beat the Bradford Bulls in the first match in the Stones Bitter Centenary Championship by 55 points to 10.